Welcome back to Urban Reality. In today's show, we are seeking answers to one important question. Are banks and realty companies using insolvency to escape RERA? Abhishek Dubey, I mean, you know, RERA, of course, says that you will get payment for delay, you will get interest at MCLR plus 2%. So far, buyers have been getting peanuts. And let's just come back to JP case. Now, in Classic Tower B, they got letters of possession. There's no finishing inside the apartment, right? They have got no delayed interest, with or without RERA, with or without insolvency, with or without consumer court. Why? Because the company has said, we've given you increased super area. The company has by itself decided that the super area has been increased and you have to pay that much money now, so you do not get even that miserable 3 to 4% which you could have got as delayed payment. What are the concerns? I mean, right now we hear that 1,000 flats will be delivered, OC will be given by Noida Authority. Isn't there a worry that Noida Authority might give OCs in a hurry without really checking or doing basic sanity checks?
So, sure. So, I read this news on the front page today that 1,000 flats would be delivered, and 1,000 flats out of 35,000 to 40,000, because I am also counting Aman in.
Correct.
Yeah, so it's peanuts, but still it was on the first page, and it had to be delivered like 5 years back. So it is getting delivered now, and those are unfinished. So even, you know, with my friends and other people, they have also a similar situation. They have faced a similar situation where there has been a delay of 3 to 5 years, and when they were expecting a payment of delay, they had to even pay them back, because JP charges you a delay penalty of 12 to 18%, and they give you back only 5 rupees per square feet, which is around 3% or maybe less than 3%. And RERA gives you the right of MCLR or whatever amount the builder is charging you. So there is a mismatch over here. And also, in terms of the quality and everything, because now it is into insolvency.
Yeah,
quality. The quality is very, very bad. So even if you take the possession of the flat, you have to basically invest so much into the flat that, it's a classic, case of, operation successful but patient dead, because you have been
given successful, patient dead. Sudip, come in here. You're a RERA specialist. Here we have a case which has gone to insolvency. RERA, the projects have been registered under RERA. There's a 5-year structural guarantee under RERA as well, other than the 2019 date. Here's a company which is not even willing to pay 3 to 4% and doing all sorts of Gucci by saying this is, increased area. And it's not just JP Infra. Every builder, or at least I can say 9 out of 10 builders across the country are doing that today.
Manisha,
so what is RERA going to do?
Manisha, you see, there's a lot of speculation. The company cannot decide whether they will pay or not pay. The issue is very simple over here. Both acts have come into place now. There were no act for 7 years, 8 years, 9 years. Now both acts have come in. We are unwilling to wait and see what the outcome will be. And we are crying hoarse that everything will be bad. What were we doing for the last 7, 8, 9 years? Nothing. Now, both acts have come, and give the time to the professionals who are handling. Give time to the committee, give time to RERA. A solution will be found. If there is no solution, I am sure the government will come up with packages of some incentive, maybe an additional FSI, will possibly look at investors who will come in and complete the project. Now, as far as Noida authorities granting certificate without application of, due diligence and seeing whether it is done, again it is speculative. Again, you see, it is not that, okay, now we have suffered for 8 years. Give adequate and reasonable time.
This is not speculative. I hate to interrupt you here. This is not speculative. We have case studies where Classic JP Wishtown, Tower B, has been given to home buyers. OC has been given by Noida Authority. The flats have no commodes, they have no flooring, they have no electric connections. So this is not speculative.
If that is the case,
the worries are emanating from real things.
If that is the case, then the Buyers Association should immediately take the Noida authorities to court. And you see, if a damage has been done, then we must bring it to the notice to the court and say that this is what is going on. You see,
Okay. So you're saying now we should take Noida Authority to court. My larger question, Gulam Zia, is that I know that we are bashing JP, Amrapali, Supertech, Mahagun, everybody. Why is there this massive mess in Noida? Isn't the Noida Authority and UP government equally responsible, whether it was the way they took the land from the farmers and all of Noida West got Noida Extension or Greater Noida West got stuck, the NGT case? There's a lot of who takes government or government authorities to task in this country.
Well, that unfortunately, even RERA does not really steps into the authorities and regulatory structures of our systems yet. While they're talking about putting up single window clearance, this, that, etc. in future, but whatever has happened in past is something which will be, obviously, time will tell how are we handling it. But I can only say so much that, since your question was, this mess has been created on at least one intent was right. At least in NCR, at least in that side of the country, we have seen prices remaining under check. The same thing if you're talking about in Mumbai, well, the prices have gone completely berserk. There is no reason to why anybody would pay the kind of price they're paying today. NCR is the only market where the prices are not only under check, but they have actually reduced in last year and a half or two, purely because there was somebody who's pushing in so much of inventory against whatever demand, artificial or otherwise, which was to come in future. So I look at the positive side of it, and I'm so sorry about the miseries that Mr. Dubey and his colleagues have been facing, as other home buyers have been facing. But look at it this way, at least this is one reason why the affordability in NCR and especially in Noida and Greater Noida region is still there. Otherwise, you have to see the rest of the country where prices have gone shot through the roof.
Okay, you're talking from Mumbai, but I think prices have come down even in markets like Bangalore and Pune's oversupply regions. But a point well taken, Gulam. Concluding statement, what is the best outcome, worst outcome, and what do you do between so many laws which do not protect the buyers yet?
Two things that I'd like to say over here. It's interesting, Gulam makes a point about the price point, which is interesting. But, the question over here is not about the price point. The question over here is about the utilization of the money which was already collected.
Right.
Right? So where did that money go?
Where is it gone?
Where is it gone? That's the moot question. And over here, it's fine to say, and as you rightly said, that we are all kind of, sort of focused on the buyers right now, on the builders, and we are saying they are the ones who've done something which requires consideration. What about the banks? So IDBI gives a loan of 526, doesn't care about how that money is used, whether it is siphoned off or not siphoned off, or is it used for the purpose it is meant for. Haven't audited it all? I don't know whether they've audited or not, and has there been a sort of a follow-up on that? Nothing. Okay, and now after that, the bank goes to the NCLT and 20,000 crores worth of customer money is put at risk for 526. Seems like an uneven equation to me.
Very uneven equation. Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me. I guess this conversation will keep going on. I'm going to sign off with my take. Flat buyers are not likely to lose their flats. At least the government, NCLT, courts can't afford to let that happen and invite severe backlash. But it will be terribly sad if home buyers end up getting shoddy flats, no delay compensation either. After all, a flat delayed for 7 years, like I said before, has costed you double the money, if not more. So do log on to our Money Control new property homepage that is focused on the needs of home buyers. We'll keep bringing you updates and keep a close tab on all developments. I'm going to sign off on that note. Goodbye and thanks so much for joining me.